Hello everyone, welcome to the video. And in this video, we are going to create a search autocomplete component using React and Tailwind CSS. So after the development, this is going to look something like this. When you will type phone in the input field, it will return the list of all the products. If you type food, it will return all the products that have the keyword food. If you type food, it will return all the products that have the keyword food. So this is how this search autocomplete is going to work. So let's start writing the code for this component in VS Code. Now we are on the VS Code and I have already set up a React application for it where we are going to create a component for search autocomplete. So let's create a search autocomplete component inside the source folder. So inside this I am going to write search autocomplete.jsx. Now type RFACE. This is a shortcut to create a basic component in React. So for this, I am using an extension ES7 React Redux GraphQL. So you can also install this extension and then write some text here like search auto complete task. So this is the text that should display on the app. So let's run the application with the command pnpm run dev. It will start the application on localhost 5173 port. Click on the link and now you can see in the browser there is an empty page. So we have to import this inside our app component. Search autocomplete and close it. Now you can see the text is displaying on the browser. So let's move this part in the right side and the VS Code in the left side so that we can see the real-time changes. Now I am going to create the basic structure for search autocomplete. The first thing is going to be here is I am going to create a heading search autocomplete. Next thing, I am going to create an input field. The third, I am going to create a list of product. The fourth, I am going to create a empty product placeholder. The, the fourth, I am going to create a empty product placeholder. No products found. So this is how the structure is going to look. Now we are going to add some Tailwind CSS classes in this structure. So here for the heading, I'm going to add the padding for 5 and background BG blue 200 and text 2XL and padding from the top and bottom I'm going to use here is 5 and text color white. Text white. Okay, I think we should add it's something like this. This is much better. Now I'm going to add the input classes border. Okay, placeholder search products. Add some padding and make the width full. Reduce this. Okay. Inside this and this and this, we are going to add a container. It will have some padding from all the sides and below the input field we are going to add some margin. Okay, and here we are going to have the product. Let's add some classes on it. px3 and on focus we are going to remove the outlines, and we are going to add a border inside this, so it will look something like this. We will add a overflow with overflow auto, because we can have n number of product here. And then I'm going to set the height to 60 pixel, which is 240 pixels. 60, where I'm going to add the height 60, which is going to be 240 pixel. So now if we have multiple products here, it will look something like this. Let me add something like py4. Now we can also add hover effect here, hover bg gray 200. Now on hover it will look something like this. Okay, this is fine. I think 3 is fine here, and 2 for the product name. This is something how it is going to work. Let me repeat it multiple times. Yeah, now it will work. We can do one more thing. We can add cursor pointer in case if we want to make the product clickable, so we can add it, and later we can add the link to each of the product. For now I'm just adding it for the view. So now we are going to have uh, the list of product here, and we are going to repeat the same classes inside the not found card, and remove the overflow here, and use flags, justify center, items align center. It will make it the center and middle. Set the height 60 here, and now it will look something like this. The next thing is what we have to do. This is the Tailwind CSS part. We have to make it working with the help of React.js. So I'm going to create some states here. Keyword, set keyword, and use state. This is the hook, and I'm going to pass the initial value empty, and this is going to be the keyword that we will type inside this input field. So I'm going to pass this as the value to the input. Now whenever I will make any change inside this input, I will call a function that will call this set keyword, and it will set the value for this state. So I'm creating a function here, const handle search. Inside that I'm going to use the event, and then I will get the value from that event. Value event.target. Okay, now this is the value, and I'm going to set it back to the keyword. Okay, now I can type inside this. Okay, still I'm not able to type because I did not add it inside the on change here handle search. Okay, now I can type inside this. You can see the outline here. We can remove that also. Focus outline none. Now whenever we are going to click on it, we are not going to get any outlined outside the input field in the. Now we have to call the API that we were talking about, the JSON, the dummy JSON API. So let's search about it. Dummy JSON products. Yeah, this one. So this is the API. It is going to return the list of product, and there is one more form here, which is the search. So I'm going to use this API on this code, and response, I'm creating a variable with the name response, and then fetch function. Inside this I will use this. I can use a literal so that I can pass the value as a dynamic value here. Okay, now I will get the response from this, and once we get the response, we have to store that inside any state, and then we can populate the list of the products. Then once we get the response, we have to create another state where we can store the response, and then we can populate the list of products. So for this, I'm going to create another state with the name result, and this will be set result. So initially I'm passing here empty. So once we will have the result, then we will show this one. If we don't have the result, then we will show the empty card. That means if the length is equals to 0, then we will show the no products found. If we have the length is greater than 0, then we will show the list of product. For this, I'm going to use the mapping map result dot map product, this one. From the product, I'm going to get the name. For now I'm not sure what is going to be the name, so I'm just giving it now. And once I will first I will check the response in the console, and then I will add it here. Console.log, check the response, right click on this and click on the inspect and check the network tag. If we are typing something like phone, it is calling the API, and we can see we have the products here. Get data response.json. Let's check it. Type something and check inside the console. See if it is calling the API. Yes, it is calling the API. We will have the products, total number of 23 products. But here we have to do something because we are not getting this inside the console. The reason is that we have to use async here, await, because we are going to wait the response from the API, and then we are going to wait for this as well. Let's see. Sync. I think this was the spelling mistake from my side. Okay, now Apple, and now you can see here we have the list of all the products. So I'm going to pass this list of products to the state data dot products. And once I explore this, I can see there is a title. So I will use the product title here. Now if I type food, now you can see it is populating the list of all the foods. And now if I write iPhone, it is showing the list of all the products that have the keyword iPhone. So this is how the search autocomplete works. In case we don't have any response, we are going to show this no products found. Let's try by doing something. Yeah, now if we are typing something, for that we don't have any response, it is showing no products found. So this is how the search of autocomplete is working correctly. So I hope you find this video helpful, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for this kind of video. If you want to get the link of the article, I will add it inside the description, where you can get all the details like how we can install the React.js with the help of PNP, Vite and Tailwind CSS. You will get the link of the fake API. Also, you will get the complete code of the component. If you are facing any problem with the React.js, Tailwind CSS or this task, then please leave a message in the comment so that I can see like what problem you are facing, and I will definitely reply for it. And also please share this video with your colleagues and the friends so they can also learn from this channel, and we'll see you in the next video.